Simon McCann, Kogo Coffee in a fishbowl. So the idea came about in my second year at university, and along with Nick, who I started the business with. In my holidays when I was at university, I did a bit of travelling, went around India, Southeast Asia, and started to get really kind of developed into coffee, started tasting really good coffees, and kind of saw there was a difference between what I was drinking there and what I was drinking in the UK. So I thought, well, if I know what good coffee is, I'm really interested in coffee, I can take that knowledge and passion, and if done in the right way, I can persuade the British customer to kind of start to drink better and start to understand the different kinds of coffee a bit more. And it kind of came to the point where we're both really passionate about this. We've obviously got a good idea, it's something a little bit different, why don't we do it, give it a go? So we kind of launched it when we graduated from university. The business is now its first year, it's our first birthday starting today. So we've now got one location where we have our Kogo Coffee pod, and that's fixed permanently. We also have the Kogo Tuk Tuk, which we use for events, and it moves around, kind of gives us a chance to go to people and say, this is what we're doing, this is what we're about. We've come a long way in this first year. We had a lot of problems with our first pod, which meant for the first 3 months we were serving off a table, which wasn't great as it was winter, so we were kind of serving in the snow with no shelter and no cover. We then got the pod, and for the first few months, myself and Nick were the only staff that were involved. We've now got to a stage where we've got 5 baristas, or as we call them, coffee heroes, and they do all the serving and the preparation. And we also have 2 full-time members of staff, one of which is the manageress of the unit. She handles the rota, the payroll, and kind of the operational tasks. We have another member of staff who's launching our website. We're going to start selling bagged coffee. Our main challenge over the next 12 months is expansion. We've got to a point where we don't just want to be a one-unit business, and we want to start to open new outlets. We've got a couple of venues and locations in the pipeline, so it's a case of waiting to hear back from them. And we've also got the problem of finance. So if they get approved, we've then got to try and raise a bit more money to invest into those locations. The main reason I want to be in a fishbowl is so I can tell people my story, and it'll help me reflect on what I'm doing, so I can hopefully see kind of what I'm doing wrong and where I can make improvements. Being a young entrepreneur, I don't have that much experience, and I'm hoping that the professionals that are involved will be able to help me with a whole range of different issues. So when I order coffee for Kogo, I always make sure I have a personal batch myself, which I tend to use with a siphon brewer. One of the benefits of the job is that I get to drink a lot of coffee, so I probably have 6 or 7 a day. It varies from espresso to normal coffees, but I'm always buzzing. If I ever have a day where I'm a bit tired, then I can always just pop up to the pod and that gets me going again.